we're also going to talk a little bit about the relegation battle that occurred today. Aston Villa are safe. Jack Grealish ensuring they got a point. West Ham did equalise shortly after his cracking goal. But it's at Watford, Bournemouth and obviously Norwich, who were confirmed as relegated a little while ago. Is that about what you expected at the start of the season, Gary? Who were your picks? I've forgotten.
I'm not sure I can remember either.
Oh, conveniently so, apparently.
but you always look at the three sides that have come up, don't you? Because, you know, they are always likely to maybe go back down. So Norwich was one of those, Villa was another one, and then the side that did absolutely brilliantly was Sheffield United. Did I expect Bournemouth to be down there? No. I really didn't, because I thought they'd just about established themselves as a top half of the bottom half team, threatening the middle of the table. So in answer to your question, because the league is so competitive, I always think at the start of the season there's possibly 12 sides that could be in the mix at the end of the season.
What about yourself, Simo? In terms of relegation candidates at the start to what we saw today is confirmed?
If I look at to the start of the season, one team I would have said, if you would have asked me then, I would have said was probably Newcastle. With Rafa Benitez leaving, and you know, we saw the fans' reaction, and when Steve Bruce got the job, and the job he's done has been fantastic. But at the start of the season, I definitely would have said the situation Newcastle were in, the fans, Rafa Benitez leaving, the owners. I would have probably thought I would have seen them right down there in the mix of fighting until the last day. But credit to Steve Bruce, they've only finished 13th and with a good amount of points, 44 points. So I think he's done a tremendous job.
Can I also ask about the promoted teams from the Championship? Obviously, the third one is still to be decided in the playoffs. West Brom up as well. We've seen Slaven Bilic within the Premier League. We kind of know what to expect from him, from his new side. But I want to ask specifically about Leeds. Now, you spent most of the season at Huddersfield. Rivals, Yorkshire rivals, obviously. I'm sure it was a fiercely contested game and when you're getting ready for it and all of that. But what can we expect from Marcelo Bielsa and his side in the Premier League next season?
I think we talk to this show a lot about identity and DNA, and I think we've seen that in the last couple of seasons from Bielsa with Leeds. So I can't see that changing. You know, the football they play. I said I played against them early in the season, and they pressed you so high. Like, we couldn't get out. We didn't know. We were trying to play at the back. Then we didn't know whether we were going to go long. They're good at setting traps, and when they do that, they pounce. And he wants to win the ball high up in the final third. And he's got his identity, and I think he will obviously have to improve his squad, but also it's a balance between who you bring in and the players that will feel like they deserve to be playing in the Premier League, because they've played 46 games this season. They'll be players you want to make sure the squad stays, you know, as in good in a good relationship as possible. So it's a balance between bringing in the right players to improve the squad and keep them pushing on, but they are going to need to bring players. It's just he will know who and how many.
I can't believe I was reading this week. Cavani, Ibrahimovic, Zlatan, linked to Leeds United. Obviously, perhaps a bit of a fantasy. It could come true. Stranger things have happened in the world of football, Gary.
Yeah, but I think that might be pushing it just a little bit too far, to be honest with you. But I think the model for Leeds United is actually Sheffield United. So having gained promotion last season, they didn't go out and buy players all over the show. My understanding is that everybody within the club got a reasonably healthy pay rise. And they said that we're going to predominantly run with you. I think they made two major signings. The most recent one is the midfield player Berger, who was in the January transfer window, about 20 million. So they didn't spend big money. They kept their squad predominantly together. And I suppose Bielsa is well positioned to know whether his current squad, in his opinion, can live in the Premier League. If he doesn't think they can, then of course he needs to strengthen. And I'm sure he will be looking to bring in one or two. But they play high-energy football, as Danny's just said. You know, they try to win the ball back high up the park. By all accounts, there is not a single stone left unturned when he's analysing opponents and deciding how his side is going to win any given game. You know, it's a real forensic science that goes on there football-wise at Ellen Road now.